Hi friends, I realised some people are getting a little bit confused about what's going on in the new Knockout LTM in Apex Legends, so here's a quick breakdown of how this new mode works. It starts with the normal 60 players in a 20 squad battle royale setup, just like a normal trios game, but the big twist is that you need to earn points to avoid being knocked out. And there are a few different ways you can earn these points. The first way is through objectives, which you'll see dotted around the map, and you'll have to capture these. The longer you hold the zones for, the more points you get. It's 5 points for every 10% you secure, but you can also capture the full zone, which will give you 20 points, and it'll also give you a loot tick which will spawn, and that comes with varying rarity, but it can give you gold weapons. The other method to build up your points is actually through the normal Evo points that we have, which you use to level up your Evo shield. So you can get these through the normal methods, things like dealing damage and using Evo harvesters and Evo caches. Every 800 Evo points you earn will give you 5 points towards your total points score. You also get Team Evo points for holding and capturing those zones. You get 50 Evo points for every 10% you get of holding the zone, and you get 250 Evo points for a full capture. You'll also get some bonus Evo points for things like knockdowns, which give you an extra 150 Evo points, and even assists will give you extra Evo points. You'll get 100 Evo points per assist. So as you earn all these points, they get added together and they'll give you your total score. Now every point does count though, because at the end of each round, 5 lowest scoring squads are automatically eliminated, and that's where the knockout element comes in. And the main way for you to view where that's going to happen is in the top right of your screen. You can also view the scoreboards if you go to inventory and then tab to the right. You can see the scoreboard, which shows you every team in the game, and you can therefore see your position in the game as well as all the other points the other teams have been earning. If you look at the top right of your main screen though, that's where you'll see your current points a little bit more easily, as well as some other data. It'll also tell you there if you're at risk of being eliminated or if you're safe, and it tells you some other things like being able to see the number 1 squad and also the points difference that you've got compared to those other 2 teams that it's showing you. If you want to see how long's left in the round, you can either check that scoreboard screen again or just look at the round countdown timer. Essentially, when the round is over, that's when the knockout will happen. Now if you're wondering what these little symbols mean to the right of your screen, they're just showing you the breakdown of your points, in terms of which points you've earned from captures, which is the left icon, and which points you've earned from Evo points, which is the right icon. Underneath that, you can see a little progress bar. That's actually for your Evo point progression towards giving you your points towards your total score. You need 800 Evo points per 5 points contributed towards your score. Each little progress bar you make is worth 200 Evo points. You should know that the points do reset after each round, and I think this is another area where some people were getting confused. I definitely had teammates that thought just because we were first in the first round, they thought it meant they didn't have to do anything in the second round and they can kind of just chill out. But that's not the case. Your points actually get reset back to 0. So as soon as it jumps to round 2, you're going to need to start grinding those points again. The good thing is you do have infinite respawns, until sudden death that is, although there is a countdown timer before you respawn, which varies a little bit depending where you are in the round and how many times you've died. So it's not an instant respawn, but you do have unlimited lives within that respawn timer, as long as your squad hasn't been eliminated. Now after 3 rounds, the final 5 squads will be redeployed in something called sudden death. Now it will just look like you're normally respawning, but before that this sudden death screen will flash up, and that's when you know you're in the final round. At this stage the points don't matter anymore. It's all about fighting and surviving to be the last squad alive. So essentially, as soon as you see sudden death, it becomes a normal battle royale again. You'll notice the zone is a lot smaller because the ring has come in, so it's going to be a lot more condensed and the fighting is going to be a lot more intense. So those are the rules of the new knockout mode. You do spawn with a jump tower, so make sure you're using those. If you capture a point quickly, use that to get to another point, or if you're struggling to take a point, perhaps a team's holding out really well, then use your jump tower to go and try and take a different point. If you look at your map, the points that are grey on your map, they're the ones that are neutral and therefore not being taken or contested by other teams. So hopefully this helps. Feel free to ask me any questions in the comments if you're still confused. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.